Saint Clare of Assisi was born in Assisi on July 16, 1194, the beautiful eldest daughter of Favorino Sciffi and his wife Ortolana. Tradition says her father was a wealthy representative of an ancient Roman family, and her mother was a very devout woman belonging to the noble family. As a young girl, Clare dedicated herself to prayer. At 18 years old, she heard St. Francis of Assisi preach during a Lenten service in the Church of San Angelo and asked him to help her live according to the Gospel. On Palm Sunday in 1212, Clare left her father's home and went to the chapel of the Porciuncula to meet with Francis. While there, Clare's hair was cut off and she was given a plain robe and veil in exchange for her rich gown. Clare joined the convent of the Benedictine nuns of San Paulo, near Bastia, under Francis's orders. When her father found her and attempted to force her back into his home, she refused and professed that she would have no other husband than Jesus Christ. In order to give her the greater solitude she desired, Francis sent Clare to Sant Angelo in Panzo, another Benedictine nuns' monastery. Clare's sister Caterina, who took the name Agnes, joined her at this monastery. The two remained there until a separate dwelling was built for them next to the church of San Damiano. Over time, other women joined them, wanting to also be brides of Jesus and live with no money. They became known as the Poor Ladies of San Damiano. They all lived a simple life of austerity, seclusion from the world, and poverty, according to a rule which Francis gave them as a second order. St. Clare and her sisters wore no shoes, ate no meat, lived in a poor house, and kept silent most of the time. Their lives consisted of manual labor and prayer. Yet they were very happy, because our Lord was close to them all the time. San Damiano became the center of Clare's new order, which was then known as the Order of Poor Ladies of San Damiano. 10 years after Clare's death, the order became known as the Order of Saint Clare. Clare was so devoted and dedicated to Francis that she was often referred to as Alter Franciscus, or another Francis. She encouraged and aided the man she saw as a spiritual father figure, and took care of him as he grew old. Following Francis's death, Clare continued to promote her order, fighting off every attempt from each pope trying to impose a rule on her order that would water down their radical commitment to corporate poverty. In 1224, an army of rough soldiers from Frederick II came to attack Assisi. Although very sick, Clare went out to meet them with the Blessed Sacrament on her hands. She had the Blessed Sacrament placed at the wall where the enemies could see it. Then on her knees, she begged God to save the sisters. "O Lord, protect these sisters whom I cannot protect now," she prayed. A voice seemed to answer, "I will keep them always in my care." In that moment, a sudden fright struck the attackers, and they fled as fast as they could without harming anyone in Assisi. Since in her later years, Clare became sick and suffered great pains for many years. But she expressed that no pain could trouble her. So great was her joy in serving the Lord that she once exclaimed, "They say that we are too poor, but can a heart which possesses the infinite God be truly called poor?" She died on 11th August 1253 at the age of 59, one day after having her rule approved by Pope Innocent IV. On her deathbed, Clare was heard to say to herself, "Go forth in peace, for you have followed the good road. Go forth without fear, for he who created you has made you holy, has always protected you, and loves you as a mother. Blessed be you, my God, for having created me." Her last words are reported to have been, "Blessed be you, O God, for having created me." At Pope Innocent's request, the canonization process for Clare began immediately. While the whole process took 2 years, the examination of Clare's miracles took just 6 days. Clare was canonized on 26 September 1255 by Pope Alexander IV. Pope Pius V designated Clare as the patron saint of television in 1958 on the basis that when she was too ill to attend Mass, she had reportedly been able to see and hear it on the wall of her room. She is also the patroness of eye disease, goldsmiths, and laundry. Clare is often pictured carrying a monstrance or pyx to commemorate the time she warded off the soldiers at the gates of her convent with the Blessed Sacrament. St. Clare's feast day is celebrated on August 11th. There are traditions of bringing offerings of eggs to the Poor Clares for their intercessions for good weather, particularly for weddings. This tradition remains popular in the Philippines. Many places, including churches, convents, schools, hospitals, towns, and counties, are named for St. Clare. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment, and share, and also subscribe the channel.